Alrighty guys, it's time for review number 2. And this time, it's Battle Los Angeles. Come on, soldiers! We gotta fight them aliens! They're trying to take away all of our sweet tea! Man up! Alright, so this time we're going to be talking about Battle Los Angeles. Now, there was a lot of skepticism about this movie, mainly because the title was kind of unimaginative. You know, Battle Los Angeles. It's an alien movie. Whoop-de-doo. But I kept my expectations low for this movie, and like the old saying goes, if you keep your expectations low, you're bound not to get disappointed that much. And that's what happened for me in this movie. So let's go ahead and dive on in. First off, let's talk about the acting. Now, the acting is pretty standard military, combat, you know, just soldier acting, which isn't really that hard to do. You just gotta look and be convincingly serious. And a lot of the actors and actresses do a good job of pulling that off. But this movie also actually had a good bit of heart to it. Because there's one scene that I'm not gonna spoil, but all I can say is that this is the first movie in a long time that's actually made me tear up and actually cry a little in theater. That's saying something for a movie that a lot of people wrote off as being just another generic alien movie. I actually teared up and cried a little bit in the movie. That's good acting that is being portrayed on the screen and making me feel emotion. So that gets major points for me right there. Story. Now the story is a little bit, you know, kind of cookie cutter, alien versus military kind of thing. But it did do some things that I really appreciated. Like when I was talking about that acting, that part that made me cry a little bit in the theater, very well done, very well written, and very well acted. That was great. It was also extremely satisfying to finally see an alien versus military movie where our weapons actually did something against the aliens. Because, like, think about it. In a lot of alien versus military movies, our weapons usually don't do a daggum thing. We have to steal their weapons and their spaceships and then fight them with that. In this movie, our bullets did a pretty dang good job. We killed them with bullets, C4, grenades, explosions, missiles. Just, our stuff worked, and that was satisfying for gosh dang once. I was happy about that. So, absolutely good job on the story too. It could have been a little bit better, but it was pretty good for what it was. Settings. This movie did a pretty dang good job of portraying its settings. And with that, I'm also lumping in cinematography because I want to talk about that, but I'm going to talk about settings just a little bit more. The lighting in parts of the movie, especially the part where it made me cry, was great. It really captured the time of day and it really captured what it was supposed to look like. And it all just looked very good. Except for the cinematography. Now, I don't know how many times I've said it on this show, but I'm really not a fan of the shaky cam style when it's not supposed to be used. And I believe that shaky cam should only be used in action scenes when things are going on. If people are talking about whatever, if it's not even that important, or if it is important, use a steady cam for gosh sakes. I mean, seriously. I don't want to have the screen just moving around everywhere. And this movie took shaky cam to like a whole other level of when it was not supposed to be used. Like, literally. It's like somebody was doing this the whole time instead of just, you know, trying to hold it still and shaking around a little bit. They're like, yay! Shaky cam! Woo! It just got really annoying really fast. Now, it was appropriate for the action scenes, but gosh dang, it got real annoying real quick. So, if you're more irritated by it than me, then I would probably suggest maybe not seeing this movie. But if you can live with it, then that'd be good. Now let's talk about the music. The music was unfortunately not very memorable at all. I don't really have anything to say about it because I don't remember any of it. Nothing really stuck out to me. I'm sure it was good for what it was, but you know, it's just not memorable, so I can't really say anything about it. So, points down on music. Alright, so it's about time I give my final verdict for this movie. While it's a really good action film, the story could have been a little bit better. The cinematography got annoying quickly when it wasn't an action scene, and the music wasn't memorable. But the acting was great, and I felt good emotion come from the movie at times. And it was very satisfying to see that we actually stood a chance against aliens for once, with our own stuff. So, on a very mixed level, I give this movie a 7 out of 10. Yes, I'm saying that this is a great movie and that people should watch it at least once, because they should see why I felt the emotions I did in the theater. So, I believe it's about time to move on to review number 3.